Yeah, we can scroll Twitter, we can be racist, we can make fun of women, but truthfully, what we have to do is sit here and talk about the secrets of mental Aikido and physical fortitude every single day to show tribute to the universe so it rewards us. If we do a stream every single day of this month and talk positive every single day of this month, it is going to be a good month. There's no way it can't possibly be true. I'm already giving away a Lamborghini. I'm already giving away $50 million via fundraiser.com. I'm already giving a whole bunch of things away. I'm doing my best for October. I'm being very nice. I'm throwing down ropes to all of you who want to escape. And still, even though I streamed 3 hours this morning, I'm going to stream more. And we're going to talk nothing but positivity. We're going to attack the universe with so much positive energy. When the negative energy and orgons is coming our way, we're just going to reply with a tornado of positive Aikido. That's our goal, and that's why we're going to win. Nobody can beat us. So, today's stream is a motivational one, but it's not about the motivation itself. It's about the overall attitude towards the trench warfare, right? When you're in the trenches, there's people who give up. There's people who quit. There's people who sow FUD. There's people who feel sorry for themselves. There's people who want an easy way out. And there's other people who say, listen, this is a test. And the only way we're going to get this done is to be irrationally positive all of the time. So I'm here as the commander of the resistance, as the leader of the revolution, to sow endless positivity into the universe. To exude positive orgons. That's what I'm going to do every single day this month. So this month, whenever you see an emergency meeting, you need to tune in and watch it because it's going to be very important. Now, I've got a whole bunch of questions from people inside of the real world, students who want me to answer their questions to help them feel better. And I'm going to do that. And we're going to talk about positive things, mental attitude, etc., because it's October and the universe is watching us. Can we turn on the air conditioning? It's as hot as a man's ass in here. So, we'll start by what I just said and framing it correctly. Let me tell you all from a position of authority, because that's how I like to speak. As somebody who's done the things you cannot do or have yet to do, perhaps some of you can do them. It is very easy to accept an L when you've tried your best. It's easy. The reason I don't like that saying, well, as long as you tried your best, is because most people don't try their best. If you do try your best, it's very rare you fail. In fact, it's nearly impossible. People say it's okay to lose if you tried your best. The secret to the universe is if you try your best, you hardly ever lose. It takes some freak accident or the will of God to ensure that you don't pull it off if you actually try your best. And on the few scenarios that's happened in my life, I'm happy to take the L because I can say I couldn't have tried any harder. I done my absolute best. I know I did my best. I can't try any harder. God knows more than me, and he decided that things have to be slightly different right now. That's fine. It's easy to take the L if you try your best. So if you try your best, you never feel the bitter sting of regret. You never feel the dark rankness. You never taste failure. It's never in your mouth. It's never lucid. It's never tangible. Because you approached the scenario with absolute vigor. And truthfully, effort is a muscle, like everything else. The more you exercise it, the better it becomes. So even if you try for 100% for something and fail, you've exercised your effort muscle, which means you haven't failed because you've learned something and become better at giving effort to things. You've become better at being concentrated on a task. So it's nearly impossible to fail in these scenarios. A lot of sayings are overused, never a failure, always a lesson. Women say that after they slept with too many men. And that's what's annoying about it, because it's true, but it's rarely applicable. You guys will say it's never a failure, it's always a lesson, when you didn't even fucking try. That's wrong. That's a failure. But if you absolutely try your best, then it is a lesson, and there are benefits, right? It's like going for a PB in the gym. You may not get the PB, but your muscles get stronger because you tried so hard. That's how every single task should be approached. I'm trying to lift as much as possible. Perhaps I failed, but because I tried so hard and I strained so hard, my muscles ache and I got stronger anyway. Meaning I did not fail at the task of becoming stronger. There were tangible benefits to my effort in and of itself, which is what October is about. October is not about us sitting around waiting for the market to get big and waiting for institutional investors and Michael Saylor and ETFs and all this garbage. No, it's about us being endlessly positive. It's about us making things happen. Making things happen is the masculine essence to how you should approach the world. Women hate when something happens to a man. They like when a man happens to things. If you're a man, you sit there and go, oh my God, it's so cold and it rained on me. A woman's going to think you're gay. You're gay because of the rain, and she's right, because you got cold like a faggot. A real man, he will go out there and do and happen to things. He won't have things happened to him. He doesn't take things because that's feminine. Even think of the act of sex. Women take, men give, right? So you're here like a little homo trying to take things from the universe, whether they are good or bad. That is feminine. You need to go and you need to give to the universe. You need to give. And then there will be a reflection and equal and opposite force, Newton's third law, and you will be monumentally rewarded. October is a month for work. It is for effort. It is for vigor. When you heard October, you think it's a month that things are going to be just endlessly turn up on your plate. No, it's a month where you have to work for things. Work harder than ever before to be monumentally rewarded more than ever before. I'm doing longer hours than I've ever done. I'm working crazy. I was up at 3 a.m. It's now 6 p.m. I'm going to be up all night. We're giving away $50 million via fundraiser.com. I have to go through all of your business ideas. I'm scouting them all out, seeing which ones are real, which ones are garbage, giving out funding. We're giving away this Lamborghini. I'm working harder than ever in October, and I'm already a billionaire. So you should be prepared to work harder than ever. This is why when I say join the real world and increase your power level, it's not just about the power level that's going to go up and the real world airdrop token, which is coming. It's not just about that. It's also about pleasing the universe and showing that you are prepared to put your concentrated calories, the calories you consume, you're prepared to put them into something. You're only going to be rewarded if you differentiate yourself from the crowd via effort. A lot of people don't know how to try anymore, but we are not like that. That's why fans of mine are so monumentally successful. We know better. We know how to try. That's why we always endlessly win. So before I continue, and I talk about the motivational topics I want to talk about, first I'm going to give a quick explanation, guys, because the Lamborghini is being given away in 12 days. And if you want to win this Lamborghini, now's your chance to get in and get involved. You can see on my Twitter how to sign up and how to be involved. Basically, you need to be a student of the real world. I'm going to choose a student at random to win this Lamborghini. You can go to Twitter if you want more details. This is the Lambo we're giving away.
On October 15th, I'm giving away this brand new Lamborghini. And what better symbol of resisting enslavement to the Matrix than Donald Trump himself? I've adorned it with tribute to his heroism as he took a bullet, like the bulletproof outlaw he is, and stood up and said, fight, fight, fight. That is the spirit of resistance that I like to see. That's the spirit of resistance for the real world students, which is exactly why this car will be given away to a real world student on October 15th. Imagine driving up and down the roads in a brand new Lamborghini STO, tearing up and down the street on election night as the votes come in. Imagine everybody bidding at the car. Imagine all the support you'll get. You might even get a girlfriend for the first time in your life. It's gonna make you fucking cool. And all you have to do is be a member of the real world. You join the real world, we teach you how to make money online. It gives you geographical freedom so you can resist enslavement. On top of that, as you increase your power level, that's gonna directly correlate into the real world token. So you're gonna get free crypto. And on top of that, in 2 weeks, if you're a student, you stand a chance of collecting a brand new Trump-adorned Lamborghini STO. You know, I might just start giving away cars all the time. I may give away a car a week to my students because I'm just such a nice guy. The top G stands for generous. It doesn't get nicer than me. And if you want a chance of winning this brand new Trump-adorned Lamborghini STO, I will see you inside of the real world.
So, if you want to win that Lamborghini, you can go to my Twitter account. I think it's the pinned tweet. Explains exactly how to do it. You should enter. You should stand a chance. And one of the main reasons you should do it is so that you can hope and you can imagine what would happen in 12 days if you go and collect that car. Because what will happen if you hope and imagine what would happen if you collect that car? If you win, you manifested it. Fantastic. If you lose, you would have spent so much time imagining it that you're really going to want it. And because you're really going to want it in your mind, you're going to be more motivated to work hard than ever before. Most of you do not use your mind for what it's for. You've forgotten how to imagine things. You're permanently distracted by the matrix. You can scroll up and down on social media accounts, but you cannot close your eyes and vividly imagine. You can't give yourself goosebumps. You can't evoke an emotion in yourself anymore. This is an age-old skill that humans had very recently up till social media. You should be able to close your mind and imagine the life you want to live so viscerally, so to the point where you can taste it, so that this reality, the one outside of your mind, feels like nothing but a prelude, a ramp, which allows you to get where you want to go. So you should enter the competition, and you should believe that you can win, because you can. And you should imagine how much better your life will be if you win, so that if you do not win, you feel the bitter sting of remorse. You feel the emptiness on your driveway where a Lamborghini should be, so that you take the required action to then go and get a Lamborghini. The mind is that powerful. If you ask any champion of anything, they always envision themselves as champion all of the time. And the reason they do that is, one, so they feel confident, but two, so that if they don't become champion, they're more angry and more motivated for the next attempt to ensure that they do become champion. So that's the mentality and the mindset you have to have. Your mind is your number one ally in all things. A lot of you have been sabotaged internally by your own mind. Your own psyche is working against you. And I can tell by the questions you ask me. You come to me and say, Andrew, what do I do about the fact that I don't always feel like working? You're asking me how you deal with the treachery that you're experiencing from your own mental state. You should never have to deal with treachery. We talked about the trench earlier and how important it is to stay positive in the trench during trench warfare. That's true. Nothing is worse than a traitor. What's more dangerous if you're in a trench? 100 extra enemies in the opposing trench, or one person in your trench going rogue and shooting you in the back? Which one are you truthfully more afraid of? You'll see that treachery is the most hated, heinous crime in history. It was one of the most severely punished crimes across all of human civilization for a reason, because it's very difficult to defend against treachery. I'd rather have 100 enemies in the opposing trench than one person in my trench going rogue, because I can't defend against it. I don't stand a chance, really, until it's already too late or until somebody's already began being shot. So you have to have a genuine dislike and distaste and disgust for treachery, to the point where you do not allow yourself to betray yourself. When you have negative thoughts that prevent you from being the best version of yourself, you should understand that your mind is attempting to betray you, and you should feel disgust because you have enough enemies. There are enough people in that opposing trench trying to destroy you. If you're watching this and listening to this right now, I promise you, if I were to give a button to most humans on this planet, if I were to go up to an average man, 25-year-old man of average income anywhere in the world, and say, if you press this button, this guy's going to die. And I'll show a picture of you holding your dog, cuddling, being a nice little boy, whatever you're doing. I'll make you look sweet and innocent. I'll say, if you press this button, this guy dies, but you get $100 million. You do understand that 99.9% of people will press that button, right? And they'll take that 100 million without remorse. They won't really think about you very much. And if they do, they'll distract themselves with a Lamborghini and with bitches. That's it. They won't care about you. There's enough people in the opposing trench who are prepared to destroy you for self-interest that the idea of you not having every single part of you on your own side is truthfully sad. You need to be in a better position than that. You cannot allow your own mind to betray you ever. It has to be 100% on side all of the time. Once your mind is on side, Once every part of your psyche is on your team, that's when you can go and look for other teammates. You can expand your network of other people whose psyche is all 100% on their side, and you have a unified outlook on the world. Then you can go and get things done. But the idea of self-betrayal is something most of you are struggling with and you didn't even realize. So as a thought experiment, we're going to sit here and I want you to actually think about it. How many times have you doubted yourself? How many times have you didn't feel like doing something you knew you were supposed to do? How many times has your mind tricked you into procrastination or being lazy? How many times has your mind convinced you that it was okay to fail and lose even though you didn't try your best? How many times have you sought comfort and excuses? How many times have you betrayed yourself? Don't worry about your enemies attempting to crush you. That's another conversation. If you actually analyze most of your failures, you're going to see the majority of them come from self-sabotage. And once you're in a position like me where you never betray yourself, where your mind never lets you down, ever. Even in a Romanian jail cell, my mind didn't let me down. My mind knew exactly what I had to do. I did not miss a single day's training. I did not lose my mind. I did not go mental. I did not have a breakdown. I acted exactly as I was supposed to act. I was fully professional in all things. I got as much work done as I could possibly do. I was extremely productive. I used the experience for what it was. My mind never betrayed me. If you listen and look back on most of your